Good morning. It's the 17th of July, 2022. And this is a little bit from last night and this morning. One thing that hasn't been considered is how does the microwave transmission affect the technology? On Earth, all living things are affected by the radiation, except some insects. The harmful radiation breaks down DNA and causes cancer. That much is fact. Another scary fact is that the government wants to keep things a secret about R&M, and it is using microwaves to influence a lot of my friends, I feel, and my family to not believe me. They can stick with Arvid's script about the devil, and it will be their last and worst decision ever. Before I do anything else today, I need to report Jaisung's iPhone being linked to my Wi-Fi network. It's the missing piece to the puzzle. I got that accomplished, and now it's time to call a friend for lawyer assistance and the Crimes Against Persons Bureau to report imposter Secret Service to the authorities. There are legitimate government officials using their position of authority, doing illegal acts, and covering for the imposters. If Arvid is a cop, he's a sinister one who thinks everyone is his slave. 954 FBQ, a Colorado plate, is parked in front of mine and Patty's house. She probably thinks it's my guess so she can imagine and play mad for real about what a horrible person I am. I sure am glad she decided to play the opposite game, pretending to authorities to be nice to me, but wanting me to move. Why did Netcare authorize 4 stays of detention in 6 weeks' time? They must have had a reason for their obsession to take away my rights. I wonder if Amanda can shed some light on the occurrences in the fall of 2020. I also want to know what Patty asked of the woman who said in her porch, "Well, we can't promise anything, but there will be testing and an evaluation." I wanted to know what Patty wanted done. OSU Win 1 and his companion, GDA 7570, I think I got those numbers right, are back in the neighborhood. The personalized plate carried a tube over to Rachel's old house this morning. Maybe the two are just friends of the new neighbor. Man, I need to get some answers to where the lies are coming from. The realization that federal government won't intervene is dawning on me. But I can hold local law enforcement responsible for never following through on fixing the problems in the neighborhood that I've reported repeatedly. JOQ 3618, a new SUV instead of the older sedan before, was his sister's car in front of Rachel's around 6 p.m. She walked Arvid's 2 dogs while I had a cigarette outside. Arvid must not be feeling well. His little game is about up, and he's going to have to face the music sooner or later. There is someone out there who is trying to destroy my life, and I think I know who it is. But it could be another person I haven't focused much attention on. And he was the one obsessed with giving my location into a cell phone for weeks on end, while I was outdoors in my backyard. It's from the property with the set-up barbecue that Bernie said she wasn't at, but she was. It's where the circle of people clapped, and a man said, "Tonight, we're going to get him tonight." It's where I met the redhead, surprising him in the alley on his phone, telling that I was back from my first hospitalization ever, and where I was on my property. I did have a dream a few years ago that he was a hater of fags and just plain mean. It very well could be that there are 4 people who have major liability written all over their faces. Bill, the redhead, Patty, and Arvid. One of them is my main captor, who uses RNM, who wants to keep me their slave, pet, and destroy everything in my life using trickery and manipulation and changing people in my life. His ruining everything for no reason at all shows quite clearly his own sickness and ridiculous obsession. They all played different roles and did what he said. 3 of the 4 should turn him in, but they're too scared because they are guilty with him. Maybe he threatened them with torture using RNM if they told on him. I don't know why everyone is afraid of this one man who attacks using trickery and hiding his aggression toward people. He's not a real man. A real man does what I've done the entire time, and neighbors, blinded by what they wanted, now has them sticky and caught in his frantic web to get me in trouble for something I didn't do. It's the way it's been nearly every single time I've been hospitalized. And they never listen to the patient in there. I stand up for my rights. It's just a shame nobody wants to help me in the whole world. There's something wrong with that truth as I try desperately to draw media attention to what's going on in the neighborhood. Nobody, it seems, gives a fuck about anybody else. And the ones who could really help save me with validity are too afraid and showing themselves to be the most selfish people on the planet, blocking this very important story from becoming known. I am up to letter N in the alphabet of trying to reach people with my story in the media and in politics and in law and some of my friends. I have N and O to do today.